What's going on, everybody? Welcome in the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and with the first round pick for the Minnesota Vikings at pick number 24, they decided to not go defense. No Malachi Starks, no Nicky Minwori, no Will Johnson, and they decided to draft Ohio State offensive guard, offensive tackle, hybrid between those two positions, Donovan Jackson. I have a lot of thoughts on this. The Vikings offensive line just got significantly better. But they also had a chance to trade back in the draft. Guessing they decided not to, which tells me they were very, very high on Donovan Jackson. We'll talk about him more here in a second. But if you guys could, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys tune in for every single round of our live draft coverage. We are live right now on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button. We're reacting to every single pick, deep analysis of the Vikings pick, and we interact with our live chat. So if you guys could, hit that subscribe button. Join us live here on YouTube for every single pick, live for all 7 rounds. Hit that subscribe button today. And actually, shout out to you guys. We crossed over 56,000 subscribers, so I really do appreciate it. But if you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button today. All right, let's talk about this. A bit of a shocker here. I will give credit to Mel Kiper. He had the Vikings drafting Donovan Jackson in his last couple of mock drafts, and I kind of thought it was, just not too likely. I thought the Vikings would have targeted defense, like go Nicky Minwori, go a guy like Malachi Starks, or even a guy like Will Johnson, who was still on the board, but clearly Will Johnson had a knee issue going on. He still has not even been selected as we're 25 picks in to the NFL draft, and the Vikings decided to go offensive guard Donovan Jackson. And this past year at Ohio State, he was solid. He only allowed 2 sacks. Here are his PFF grades. 71.8 overall, 70.0 in the pass block, 70.3 in the run block department, and only allowed 2 sacks on the season. Now, our very own draft analyst, Tom Downey, had this scouting report for Donovan Jackson, saying he's got good size and plays with strength at the guard position, but also filled in well at tackle. Last season, lower body power is evident on film. Quicks are good, but not great. Can cause issues recovering. Now, I know a lot of people were wanted the Vikings to go get Will Johnson, go get another guy that's secondary, but now you have an offensive line of Christian Darrisaw at the left tackle, Donovan Jackson at the left guard, Ryan Kelly at center, Will Fries at right guard, then Brian O'Neill at right tackle. The Vikings clearly made it a point of emphasis this offseason. We are going to do whatever we can to fix the run game. They did that by re-signing Aaron Jones, trading for Jordan Mason, but they also wanted to protect J.J. McCarthy, and this pick will do just that. Now I'm looking at the Vikings offensive line as one of the better ones in the entire National Football League. So you guys let me know. Grade the pick for me. How are you feeling? Give me an A, B, C, D, or F. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. With how quickly this pick came in, clearly the Vikings were very high on him. I'm going to have to give this an A-. You solidify the offensive line. You're going to protect J.J. McCarthy. And I will say, if the Vikings can't run the football next season, I'm going to have to start thinking this is about scheme. I'm going to start thinking this is on Kevin O'Connell, because you look at this offensive line now, this is a beautiful sight to see. Darrisaw at the left tackle, Donovan Jackson at guard, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and Brian O'Neill. I love this offensive line. It's going to be interesting to see if the Vikings can run the football next season. I'm guessing they will be able to. Jordan Mason's unstoppable. Aaron Jones is a hell of a running back. And now you got this 5 as your offensive line. There's no weakness. A lot of people were freaking out. Blake Brandel can't play left guard. They were talking about Walter Rouse potentially stepping in there and competing for that left guard spot. But they decided to say, hey, and there may still be a competition, but you're investing first-round draft capital into a left guard. You got Darrisaw, you got O'Neill, you picked up two great free agents in free agency, and Kelly and Fries. I'm a big fan of this move. I know a lot of people are upset that they didn't go Will Johnson. We'll talk about that here in a second. But first, a shout out to today's sponsor. Now, before we dive into the rest of our 2025 NFL draft coverage, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that being Chubbies. And if you guys head to chubbyshorts.com/chat, you guys will get 20% off your order. Now, fellas, April is here, but this ain't the time for fooling. It's a time to let those thighs breathe. Whether you're playing a round of golf with the fellas, hitting up a beer garden, or visiting an actual garden, Chubby's has you covered for all the good vibes that warm weather brings. You can get this shirt I'm rocking right now and the Vikings swim trunks at chubbyshorts.com/chat. It can also get you 20% off Chubby's original line of shorts, swim trunks, and polos. You'll love either. And if you guys want, you can pair the original stretch shorts with Chubby's lineup of performance polos, and now you're cooking with gas. With a soft, stretchy, and breathable fabric, these polos are built to kick back, turn up, chill out, or party down. Now, whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubby's has you covered. For a limited time, Chubby's is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com. That's code CHAT, C-H-A-T, at chubbyshorts.com. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd and stand out with Chubby's. I got that link for you guys in the comment section and description of today's show. Shout out to Chubby's for sponsoring today's show. But, man, Donovan Jackson, the pick for the Vikings. This is, I thought it was a guarantee that they would have taken either Will Johnson, Starks, or Nicky Manwari, but they decided to double down on that offensive line, and I can't blame them. But this is what Dane Brugler had to say about Donovan Jackson, one of the best NFL draft analysts in the game, saying Jackson's sustain and recovery hiccups must be addressed by an NFL coaching staff, but his athletic traits and play strength should translate well to the next level he projects as an NFL starter, and his tape shows a player with true tackle guard versatility, which also, this could have been the Vikings, maybe in a couple years if Brian O'Neill, is either cut from the team or he ends up retiring or he just, falls off a cliff here. Like, I could see them maybe saying, like, hey, Donovan Jackson, playing left guard at first, but then they have the flexibility to kick him back out, to the right tackle spot. But, he didn't test in the bench or the 40-yard dash, but shuttle was 4.84, which is fantastic stuff there. But, man, this was a shocking pick considering how the draft board kind of set up for the Minnesota Vikings, where you had your pick of the litter. Like, clearly they're very high on Donovan Jackson. And, how fast this pick came in, really spoke to that. But, hey, clearly they wanted to protect J.J. McCarthy, improve this run game. Donovan Jackson will do both of those things. But I do want to close today's show out just wrapping up my thoughts on the whole first round of the NFL draft. Cam Ward, obvious number one pick here, went to the Titans. Travis Hunter, in a shocker, did not go to Cleveland. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars at pick number 2 in a massive blockbuster trade. Abdul Carter went to the New York Giants. Will Campbell to the New England Patriots, and Mason Graham to the Cleveland Browns after they traded out. Ashton Genty to the Raiders. Armand Membu to the New York Jets. Love that move for New York. Then Tet McMillan went number 8. And then Calvin Banks to the Saints at 9. Colston Loveland going to the Bears over Tyler Warren was a bit of a shocker. And then Mykel Williams going number 11 to the Niners. I like that pickup. And then Tyler Booker to the Dallas Cowboys. 3 straight years of the Cowboys taking a offensive lineman in the first round named Tyler. That's pretty funny there. But then our guy, Kenneth Grant, went number 13 to the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Warren, steal for the Indianapolis Colts. And Jalen Walker, edge out of Georgia, went to the Falcons. And Walter Nolan to the Cardinals. Shamar Stewart went to the Bengals. Gray Zabel went to the Seattle Seahawks as well. And then Emeka Buka did go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jahdae Barron, I was hoping he would fall. I was hoping he would fall to the Vikings, but he ended up going to Denver. And then Derek Harmon went to the Pittsburgh Steelers, which the Vikes got him. Hampton, I was hoping the Vikes maybe had a chance at him, but he went to the Los Angeles Chargers. So clearly Jim Harbaugh is going to run the hell out of the football next season. And then Matthew Golden, Packers take their first-round wide receiver since 2002. And then Donovan Jackson went to the Minnesota Vikings. So, listen, I know this was a bit of a shocking pick for a lot of us, but I still think this was the right move. But, hey, if you guys made it to the end of today's show, just hit me with a skull down below in the comment section. Appreciate you guys watching our live reaction to the Vikings taking Donovan Jackson. And we'll see you guys next time. As always, Skol Vikes.